Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to my free-to-play series. We are up to tier 8 and we have the RU-251. Because of the Christmas event and the crates that you could get, the XP you could get, etc. from the free crates, I did actually get a free spin or free globe or whatever you call them, and I got the 200 or so thousand free XP. So I used that free XP to completely kit out my RU-251 except for the crew. So I did start with 75% crew, but I do have the max gun, max tracks, and the engine for this tank, so it's not as bad. I didn't really want to play this tank completely stock, so that's what I used it. So I do have some XP left over, which I will use for the Leopard PTA, because I'm not going to be I don't think it's going to be an easy grind with the playing that stock. So I'm going to play this, and I'm not going to use the XP to get the Leopard PTA. I'm going to actually grind as much as I can towards the Leopard and then just use the free XP for the modules, etc. So RU-251 is a great tank. It really is a great tank. It's got a lovely HE pen, over 100 millimeters of HE pen, and not a lot of people know that the HE pen is really, really good on this tank. It's pretty much the same as the German Bulldog. So always, if you can, get to the side of tanks. You can HE heavy tanks from the rear and even some from the side. So do try and use that HE because it will pump up your damage. It's the quickest tank in the game. It is one of the quickest tanks in the game, if not the quickest. I can't remember. And it is really nice. It is enjoyable, but it is hard to play. You can't just roll out and expect to do a lot of damage. It's a T49. Everyone's going to want to HE you. If a not a T49, it's an RU-251. If a tank comes in front of you or behind you, they are definitely going to want to shoot HE at you because you are such a juicy target. And that's what makes it hard to play, is because it is so juicy. Everyone loves to shoot an RU-251. So we're going to talk about the battle now. Now, this game, we've only done 1,000 damage. We haven't done too much at the moment. We are losing on supremacy points, and I really wanted to cap this base from the enemy team just to stop their caps. It's a 2 against 5. I mean, I'm in an RU-251 and it's a 2 against 5, and I'm with a T28 Pro, I think. Bulldog on the enemy team decides to kill himself, which is stupid. How can you decide to kill yourself on this map? I do not know. And now you can see I am being very careful of this J Panther, and as I was running away there, I did just dodge a shot, and we did completely mess that up. We wasn't paying attention. We went up onto that side bit there, and now we are in a bit of trouble. It's a T28 defender on my team. So he's at the moment he's at the other side of the map, and there is that T43. So I do have a couple of tanks around. I want to run away, but I don't, because I really want to kill this guy. I do take a shot in return, but now I know I have this guy on the reload, and I'm quick enough just to circle this lurver. So we've now brought it down to a 2-on-2. The T43 is gone. Not sure at the moment where the other heavy is, which is the Tiger. It is the Tiger P. At the moment, not sure where he is, but they are capping bases, so he is around capping bases somewhere. So I have no choice now to try and cap this base, and I'm trying to hide from the lurver. Here comes my T28 defender to help me out, and I don't want to get shot, so I'm just leaving the damage really to the T28 defender while I cap. So we've now caught a base, but it's still not over yet. There is still the Tiger P, and I really need to cap at least another base, and maybe even base B and base D from the Tiger. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to sit here and cap this base while my T28 defender, I think he is coming towards me. And at the moment, there is now the Tiger P. So that was a stupid shot. I wasn't paying attention and we do get shot. So now I have to be very, very careful. And as you can see, so what I'm just going to do, I am low hit points, so I'm just going to cap this out and just leave it to my T28 defender. We do get a shot, but we don't manage to pen. And now I'm not going to worry about base D. I am going to help my defender, but I do mess up here. I got kind of greedy. I should have waited for the Tiger P to shoot the defender and then poke out. And I thought I was going to have this guy on the reload, but I underestimated his reload. And he does manage to kill me. Now, he's only on 2 HP, so our T28 defender, I mean, I praise him this game. He hasn't done, I don't think he's done too much damage, but without him, for sure, this wouldn't have been a win. And it's a 2 versus 5, so I think we did a pretty good job. I finished on 2.8k damage. I'm not entirely sure what he finished on. So, next up, we are in tier 9. Now, I like this tank, even in tier 9, to be honest. The AP pen, you're going to find it difficult to pen the tier 9s with the AP, but you're so quick, you shouldn't really be looking directly in front of a tank. You're a light tank. Your duty is to go spot for the team and flank around and get behind the tanks, and that is what this tank is really good for. And if you can manage to get behind the tanks, then that is when you have this nice HE to go with it. So we're going to spot. We're not going to play too aggressive at the moment because it is a tier 9. There is 3 tier 9s, including a waffle and an RHM on the enemy team, so one shot each from them, I'm literally dead meat. And no, they will be shooting HE. Everyone should be shooting HE at you. Stupidly, I had the HE loaded, which was a stupid mistake. I should have had the heat loaded in front of that IS-3, but I am now spotted, and I know that the chieftain is at the back. So what I'm gonna try and do is relocate. Don't want to get shot from the missile tank or the waffle that is up there. So at the moment, I know that there's about 4 tanks, maybe even 5 tanks around the right side. So I'm thinking, you know what, I've got a couple of my teammates to the left side. Let's go and see if we can first of all find that chieftain, which would be on his own, and that is exactly who we find. So I'm going to push with my T-34 here, and we're going to hopefully rush to get him gone as soon as possible. The quicker we can take him out, the better, because otherwise his team may push our team around our right side, and there is only a couple of our tanks left around that side. So we do manage to take him out pretty quickly. We do take a shot in return. But our M103 is being pushed. There is now a few tanks around that area. So I'm going to shoot the T92E1. He is a dangerous target. He's more dangerous than the IS-3. So I really definitely want to focus him. I could be shooting HE in, but the armor on that is just so troll that I really don't want to risk doing low rolls. And there goes our M103. He actually lasted quite a long time up there, which gave us time to get some damage and to cap base B. I'm not going to forget about the base. I know that they've caught base C, so we really need to cap that base, because at the moment they're on 500, almost 600 supremacy points, and we're only on nearly 300. And now we are a tank, 2 tanks down to the good. So it's 4 against 6. I've still got a lot of hit points, and now we are going to bump into an RHM and a waffle. We are going to get a shot, a nice fire shot there. Look at him burn, 540 damage into that Borzik. And as you can see, people do YOLO you. They don't care if they get shot. They do YOLO you just to get the shots off. And as it happens, he misses anyway. So at the moment it's a 3 versus 6, but we are going to take out this Borzik. Again, I do not know why I'm shooting heat. God knows why I'm shooting heat on a Borzik. That is what you do, doesn't it? You shoot heat at tanks with no armor. So we are going to keep the heat loaded because there is a T-54 there. Again, I could have just used normal round. I don't know why I've got heat loaded at the moment, because we have the side of that guy. I do that quite often, to be fair, and I don't really realize it until I watch the replay back, and I'm thinking, why the hell am I using heat? But it's at the moment it's a 2-on-4. I'm still quite healthy. And again, I'm using heat into the tracks of a T-54 is not good. But we are going to eventually take him out. And we're going to run away because that defender is looking at us. So we've now brought it down to a 2-on-3. The defender I want to run away from, we are going to bump into the IS-3. I think it is around this corner. And he is pretty much only a 1-shot. Well, he's going to be a 2-shot because I do have to use the heat to get a shot off. So I've now bring him down. I need to reload before this guy because I am now a 1-shot, and I have to be careful because he is wiggling, and I don't want to hit his tracks. So now it's a 1 versus 2. Me and this T-54 against the IS-3 Defender. I'm a 1-shot, he's a 1-shot, so the Defender is an auto-loader with 3 shells. He could easily win this game, but we have now taken the cap points. We're winning on cap points, so we don't have to play so aggressive, but I'm still going to play quite aggressive. We don't have to, but I'm still going to. So I'm going to get behind the IS-3 Defender, and I'm going to literally completely dunk my shot there, and he just doesn't want to know me. He wants to go for the T-54. He should have just waited because I was right there. He should have just turned his turret, took 1 shot, and if he'd have done that, I would have probably said he may have even won this game. But he needs to do something because the clock is ticking. I do manage to bring him down to a 1-shot, and the T-54 is going to wait, and he is going to take him out as soon as he comes around that corner. So well played, T-54. 7 kills between us. I did manage to get the ace. We made some credits considering how many heat rounds I shot, so we do manage to get the ace, which is a pretty decent game, considering I'm not 100% crew, and the T-54 had a pretty decent game as well. So that's the RU-251. I've still got a lot to play of the RU-251. I mean, I've only got 42,000 XP. I've got 136,000 free XP to use, but I do want to save a little bit of that. And as you can see, tier 8, I'm halfway through tier 8, and I'm only on 229 battles. So if I start using my free XP, if I save around, I think I need around 80,000, 77,000 XP for the Leopard PTA's Top Gun. So I'm going to save at least that for the Top Gun, and I'm going to grind the rest. I don't know when I'm going to do it because I haven't really been playing this account recently, but I'm going to say within 100 games, I'm going to have the Leopard PTA. So within 400 games and a free-to-play account, I'm up to tier 9 already. So hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsyreplays, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With